good one.
What?
That's a good one. That's a good one. You saw it hit and then it just stopped moving. Woo! Another giant pumpkin seed. Let's get him back. We'll get a quick picture. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I am here with my little brother and today we are ice fishing. So in Norfolk County here, we had a cold snap for a couple days, a big, huge snowstorm, and there is actually 4 to 5 inches of ice on some of the ponds. So I've got my brother Luke here, and he's only been ice fishing a couple times before, and we are doing something that we both have never done before, and that is sight fishing. So we have watched videos like Jay Siemens. He's done a lot of sight fishing through the ice. He says it is a great way to get new ice anglers into the sport. So I thought I'd take my brother out today and try and catch some panfish sight fishing through the ice. So it's actually almost the end of November, but we are in an area which doesn't get safe ice until late December, early January. So this is unseasonable for this time of year. And when you are going out on first ice, you always need to be safe. Safety is your #1 priority when you're on the boat and when you're ice fishing. So we've got our spud here today, but if we are being honest, Dad went out while Luke and I were at school today, so we could get right to sight fishing. But I've got my spud here because safety is always first, #1 priority. All right, so basically what I'm doing is I'm drilling 1,000,000 holes all attached to each other to make this one big opening in the ice. This would be so much easier if we were using a saw or something. But all I've got is an ice auger. Oh, that one wasn't attached, darn it. I could probably break it with a spud. Woo! We have broken through. Now, as you can see, we have made a big giant hole by basically cutting a perimeter of a rectangular square. And so now we are going to push this big chunk of ice underneath the ice. So using the spud, Luke, I'm gonna let you do the honors. Don't fall in, please, because that would be cold and not fun. There we go.
I'm just gonna, 1 second, sorry. That was annoying me, sorry.
There we go. We've got our giant sight fishing hole. Time to scoop the extra residual ice out. And then we're going to get to fishing for some panfish. Okay. Oh,
You just sat on the worms, Avery.
great.
Congratulations, we have a winner.
Okay, we're good. All right, so pretty straightforward baits. What we're using today, we've got jig heads and we're using live worms. And then I've also got tied on this little tiny rattle bait. Unfortunately, what we didn't take into consideration was the color of the water and the visibility. So we can only see like 1.5 feet down, unfortunately, which means we're going to have to try and get these fish closer to the surface where we can see them. So I'm going to give Luke the worms. He's going to start off with the worms, and I'll start off with the rattle bait to try and get them to come in. We might have spooked some of the fish with all the drilling and the moving around, but...
Well, I'd be pretty scared too if a giant monster with a huge saw-like weapon cutting through 5-inch thick barriers protecting me was stomping around, and then suddenly these long ropes with tantalizing...
No, they can't even see the line.
With tantalizing meals descend into their realm. School just feels like an eternity. Like if I only had an hour to live, I just pick to go to school because it feels like an eternity.
Do you have a fish on?
Tell me you. He bit.
Oh, the fish are here. The fish are here, guys. The fish are here. Come on, fishy, fishy. You should probably check your worm soon. Oh, oh, oh! I got a fish on! Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh! It's a big one! Oh my gosh! Do you see the bend in my rod? Oh my gosh! Yes! Let's go! It just swam literally everywhere. First ever fish through the ice this season. Big, giant pumpkin seed. He completely smashed on my bait and then took off. And I did see him fight in the hole. I didn't see him hit, but it is a good first fish. Let's get him back. We'll get a quick picture because he's very pretty. Look at his colors. Oh, wasn't the most graceful release. Oh, I'm getting hit again.
What is this?
Oh, I missed him. You just don't keep it still enough, I think. Do I still have my... Yep, still got it on. You just really gotta keep your hand still.
Do you know how hard that is for me to do? You've seen my hands. Is there a chance that my side's just dead?
Nope.
And it's like cut off at
Look,
half.
we're 2 feet away from each other.
It just
Not
cut off at
even.
half. Down the center, one is a flourishing,
Oh, I'm getting
prosperous
hit
land
again.
of multiple
Getting hit again.
different species of animals. The other is a desolate wasteland
Come
with
on.
nothing but...
Come on, fish. I know you want it.
Oh, come on. What?
Gotta let him eat it all. Oh, I missed him again. Wait, can I get him up high enough? Oh, come on. Chase it, fish. Chase it. Chase it up to the surface. Oh, he's at the surface. Oh my gosh, it's not even a fish, it's a minnow. A minnow is eating my worm right now. There's 2 of them.
3, actually.
3. Look, I'm gonna try and get the minnow. Come on, minnow. That is a giant shiner. No wonder it couldn't fit it in its mouth. Oh, that's a, there we go. There we go. There we go. I pretty much just pulled him up. Fish number 2 for me. I literally just was getting bit and we pulled it up to where we could see it and it was a minnow. And then I dropped my worm down a little bit more and then I got this little guy. Second fish of the day for me. Let's put him back. Oh, sorry, buddy.
Second time, not the most grateful.
Graceful.
I said grateful. Graceful putbacks. That's it. We're
Graceful
switching
release.
seats.
We aren't switching. You just gotta make sure you...
How deep are you putting it? Like, this is mine.
I'm about the same, look. I'm about the same.
I still think mine's a wasteland. Yours,
We're 2
prosperous forest.
feet away from each other.
2 feet, many miles by fish standards.
I'm just making sure it stays still. They're wanting it dead sticked. I can't tell if that's a minnow or a fish. The rods we're using are so light. You can see the slightest little hit, the slightest little movement of your bait. And that can be very useful, especially if you're out ice fishing for smaller species such as perch and other types of panfish. And when you are fishing with kids, because they don't always have to rely on the feel of the bite, they can see it in the tip of the rod. Luke, stay on your side right now. Go over there. It's literally minnows. Do you want to catch a minnow?
It's better than catching nothing.
Wait. Okay, now go. Oh, it's a good one, Luke. It's a good one. Look at it. Flip him in. Woo! Giant bluegill for Luke. Luke's first ever sight fishing, even though we aren't really sight fishing anymore. Bluegill. And his first fish through the ice of the season is a pretty big bluegill.
Oh, pal, that's gotta hurt. It went right through your nose.
Take this. We got one on. Let's not lose the rod. There we go.
No,
Rattlebait was dead sticked. We've got a double header here. Woo! Double header for me and Luke. Now maybe that it's dark. Oh no! The fish are going to come because we got 2 bites within 2 seconds of each other. Both bluegill. Luke's is a little bit bigger than mine. One on the rattlebait, one on the jig. There we go. Let's get this doubleheader back. Whoop. There he goes.
Man, mine went straight down.
Oh, it's cold. That sun went down and it got cold. When we were setting up, it was around 5 degrees, 8 degrees, which is normal November weather. And it's supposed to get warm again this next week, so there will probably be no ice on any of the ponds in our county. It's supposed to rain too, so this is pretty much our only time to ice fish until when it gets cold again in probably the beginning of December. You can get it.
You got the dead one first
Last time.
So it's my turn if it gets a bite.
Even though we aren't sight fishing, we're still catching fish. And that's really what it's all about, especially when you're taking a new angler out ice fishing. You don't always have to target the biggest species. Perch fishing on the bay is so fun. You can usually catch your limit. Pan fishing, like what me and Luke are doing, is also a great way to get a new ice angler out. So, oh, and fish on. Woo! My drag's a little loose. Light rod. Beautiful fish. He's got a milky looking color to him because the water's a little milky, but they're still beautiful, still fun to catch. Whoop. There he goes. Oh, I'm getting hit again. I told you, I'm just that good.
No, it's the side. I'm telling you guys, it's that freaking side.
And we're 2 feet away from each other.
I'm just kidding. Oh.
Luke gets a dead stick. Luke gets a dead stick. If it's on the rattle, it's usually bigger. No, you lost it. Luke, the rattle bait. You got him? I think you got him. Luke.
Yeah, oh, no.
You had him.
I had him. I was trying to lift it up.
Hey, next to dead stick I get because you missed twice in a row.
Nope, I get 3 strikes like in baseball.
Okay, fine. 3 strikes and you're out then. Oh, that's a good one.
What?
That's a good one. That's a good one. You saw it hit and then it just stopped moving. Woo! Another giant pumpkin seed. Might be a pumpkin seed bluegill hybrid. It's kind of hard to tell because of how milky they are from the milky water we are fishing in. Watercolor definitely changes the color of the fish, and either pumpkin seed or hybrid pumpkin seed bluegill, I can't really tell. Let's just put him back. Another graceful release.
Oh, shoot.
You got?
Yeah, it almost.
It's a good one, Luke. It's a good.
No! You stupid! I hate you!
I can't believe you lost it.
How? I set the hook and everything. I was reeling him up. He was right here. Right here. He flipped off the last second. I did everything right. Télé français, télé français, télé français, télé français.
That's all I remember. I only remember pineapple.
It seems it only wants to go when I'm not paying attention.
Fish on. Oh, it's a good one. Yeah! Avery slaying giants on the jig. Another one. This guy hit so hard. Big bluegill. Completely smashed that and then just took off. I think I need to tighten my drag a little because I'm starting to get like Clara. She likes that loose drag to make the fish seem bigger than what they are. Let's get him back. Oh! I'm gonna have to push him. There he goes.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I'm beating Luke 5-1. 6-1?
I've come to talk with you again.
We even switched rods.
I have 2 rods, half the zone, and freaking both hooked up with bait, keeping as still and steady as possible.
I guess I just spoiled down the luck, man.
I'm telling you, it's your half. It's like that little corner right there.
Switch sides.
We're not switching sides.
Switch sides, Avery.
I'm not switching sides.
Why not? Are you worried? Are you worried you won't catch a fish if you switch sides with me, Avery?
I believe you can catch a fish. You're over there, 1.5 feet, 2 feet over.
Avery, are you worried? I wish we had Claire. This video would have been so much better. She actually knows how to catch fish. For all of you who aren't aware why my family here is laughing, it's because Claire was originally supposed to be the one doing this, but apparently Mom forgot to tell Dad that she had play practice at 4 o'clock, and then she didn't get back until then. So they ended up dragging me out from on the couch eating a bag of popcorn to go fishing with them. And me being the good-looking, kind, intelligent brother that I am, I decided, yes, I will do that for you.
Oh, you got him, Luke. You got him, Luke. Don't let slack. You let slack in the
You
line.
said don't talk when I'm trying to reel a fish and you screwed me over.
Oh, man, that was perfect until the slack line. Got one. There we go. There we go. Woo! Oh, he swallowed this. Uh-oh. Oh, no, not terrible. I think I can get him. Whew, he's a cold fish. Number 7, I believe, or so for me. It's pretty much pitch black now. We're going to get this guy back and then make a decision on whether to see if Luca will catch one more or to head home. Whoop. There he goes. So what are your thoughts, Luke? Do we want to trudge out of here in the completely darkness, or do we want to leave now?
You've caught 7. I've caught 1. I think it's a pretty good day of fishing. So let's head out. When you've been fishing as long as I have,
Oh, this is a good one.
you can tell.
This is a really good one. I didn't want to reel it because I just wanted to get him hooked. Woo!
that this is some bullcrap.
Giant bluegill. Ginormous bluegill to end off the night. It is pretty much pitch black now. So we're going to have to head home. But it has been a pretty awesome first ice trip out here. We tried sight fishing, but unfortunately the water was a little too murky. But we still got into them. Let's let this guy go. There he goes. All right, guys, well, that is it for today. And it is getting cold. It is getting dark. We're both pretty hungry. So we're going to call it a day. It has been a pretty awesome first ice trip. It didn't go quite as planned with the sight fishing part, but we still did get to see them when they were about a foot or so higher. And we got to see that once in a while it was minnows nibbling our baits and not actual bluegill. So that was pretty cool. Just a little disclaimer, we are fishing on a private property and the ice is going to melt in the next couple days because it is supposed to get warm and rain. But if we were fishing on public property, we would be marking this spot right away and making sure people were aware that there was a big hole because we don't want it to be unsafe for others who are fishing as well. They might not see this, so it's best if you are sight fishing, you mark it with a tree branch or something. Make sure that people are aware that there is a big, huge sight fishing hole so that no one falls through because, like I said, safety is #1 priority. But Luke, this is getting hit. Do you got him?
No.
Anyways, we had a pretty good time catching some fish, joking around. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please click the like button. And if you would like to see more content like this, please click the big red subscribe button. And of course, always remember to take a kid fishing. We will see you next time. Let's clean this puppy up and go get some food. Because I am hungry.